Oh man, there's coppers everywhere. What the fuck is going on? I do not know what the fuck. Am I allowed to go? Why is everyone stopped? Okay, I'm going. I have no idea what's going on. We got like 3 cops back to back and another one there. Looks like someone's going down to the slammer.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young
Warning. This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness. Viewer discretion advised.
Oh, hello, my lovely individual yummies. I haven't called you guys a yummy in a video in a minute. I know you probably have already seen a video like this. I haven't made one in like 3 years, but you know what? I felt like it's time. If you guys didn't already know, winter is kind of, I don't know, this is kind of like kind of a rough subject. Me, in my opinion, in my experience of motorcycle riding, winter is the buying season for motorcycles, and that is because that's when bikes are cheapest, because people aren't buying them. So like if you ever wanted to get a bike, the best time to do it is definitely in like the winter area. Simply when some people are selling their bike and like, I wouldn't say necessarily like trying and have to get rid of it, but if someone's selling a bike, they're getting rid of it for some reason, and you can usually get a bike a little cheaper during the winter time, and that's because the person that owns bikes won't want to ride it anyways, so they'll just kind of want it out of the way. Comparably to, God, people live in that thing, oh my lord. Comparably to the summer where they could ride it if they didn't sell it, so not as much of a big of a deal. I wanted to kind of cover the topic of like a starter bike. What is the best beginner bike for, you know, me or you or your shoe or maybe even your cousin that's possibly a Jew. I mean, I don't know. To be clear with this, there is no actual beginner bike, okay? There's no such thing as a beginner bike. It doesn't exist. It is a phenomenon. Such a word, fun word to say. Like, I can sit there and say that word all day. Phenomenon. So basically, there's no actual bike that's a beginner, but it's all based on who you are and, you know, what your past is. Now, where I live in West Virginia, a lot of the kids around here, like, I mean, as young as like 5, 6, 7-year-olds, like they have like these tiny little dirt bikes, and you know how me and you, we learn to walk first, but some of these kids out here, they learn to ride a dirt bike first, and it's just because it's the culture here in West Virginia. It's very hilly. There's a lot of just land to do dirt bike things. So that makes it kind of socially acceptable here, if you will, to be riding a dirt bike through your whole entire life almost. Then I'll have those questions that are people like, okay, Yummy, I've been riding a dirt bike this long. What kind of bike do you think would be good for me? Honestly, at that point, that's an open-ended question. And that's a question for basically you to answer. I can give you guidance, like if you've been riding a 125 or a 250 your whole life, or fuck, even a couple of years, you are not going to want to start on a Ninja 250 or a CBR 300. You're not going to want to start on something that is a very low engine management, if you will. You guys out there that have, you know, rode the 250s, 450s, whatever, you're going to want to start on a 600. Now, could you start on 1,000? Yeah, you could. Is it recommended? No, not really. But could you do it? Yeah, possibly. You'll probably be fine. All has to do with your experience, man. And like I said, if you got dirt bike experience, you do not need to be worried about any 250s. I'll actually guarantee this with you. If you actually ride 250s and you buy a Ninja 250 or something like that along the lines, you are literally going to hate your life for about a month until you're able to sell the bike that you just bought, because you will get just astronomically bored with that bike. You're just going to hate it. I don't know if there's anyone in the comments that can back me up here, but has anyone ever gotten the experience, you know, like you should have bought a bigger bike type of thing? My experience, guys, I had no riding, so I didn't grow up in West Virginia. I grew up in a very city-based area. No riding, like, at all. Like, I didn't know how to ride. I'd never rode before in my life until I was 18 or 19 years old. So I bought a Ninja 250. Oh, that was a TT. That's pretty nice. I bought a Ninja 250 because I had no experience on a motorcycle, and that's what a Ninja 250 is for. It's for basically the people that don't have any experience, on motorcycles and want to gain that experience. I know, I understand a lot of people started on 600s and stuff, but the reason I don't recommend it is because you never get to understand the ability of each bike. Does that make sense? So basically my point is this: if you rode a 600 as your first bike and you've never rode a Ninja 250, your opinion becomes a little less valid in the fact that when someone asks you what their starter bike could be. That sounds kind of biased and kind of asshole-ish. The truth. how could you tell someone not to get a 250 or to start on a 600 if you don't know the capabilities and or the differences between a 250 and a 600? That's the cool thing about, you know, I think about my opinion is because I've done both and I know the wildest differences between the two, and I also know what it felt like switching from a 600 to a 250. And I gotta look at it like a multiplication table, if that makes sense. Like, you guys ever seen that little like picture where it says like WD-40 and duct tape? It's funny as hell. It's like, if you can't fix it, then blah blah blah. You know what I'm talking about? You kind of gotta use it with that. You gotta kind of like, you gotta look at yourself and say, do you have rider experience? Okay, so you go down this alleyway. Do you not have rider experience? You go down this alley. So in this alley, you'll have 250s, you'll have the Grom, you'll have 125, other 125s, and stuff like that on this side. Experience, you'll have the 600s, the 650s, and all that type of stuff. So you could start on a 650, they're not as bad. I get a lot of questions about like the SV650 or the Ninja 650. So the ultimate question comes back with the 650s is that a starter bike? You know what, I'd be able to sit here and confidently tell you, yeah, sure. You know what, the 650 can be a starter bike for someone that has never rode before because it's not super sport, it's sport. So it's not as aggressive and it's much easier to control. You're looking at, if you know you're gonna get bored with like a 250 or a Grom or something like, yeah, by all means, grab a 650, dude. In the end, it's your choice. Remember, guys, this is your bike, not mine. I'm not gonna be the one enjoying it. I'm taking you guys down to my school right now. This is pretty exciting, I guess. Have I done a vlog by the school? No, wait, me and Rev did a dual vlog down here, but there's actually gonna be people here because it's a weekday. In the end, honestly, it's your choice, guys. I'm not trying to like, don't look at this video as I'm like trying to persuade you to get a 250 if you've never rode a bike, but I'm telling you from my experience, it was very nice to be able to ride a 250 and understand how it rides and how it's so different from the 600. It's a nice experience level that you get with a 250 that you wouldn't be able to get unless you rode one. I know, like, you probably like meet some motorcycle guys. There is that like group of motorcyclists out in the world that are like, oh, LOL, you ride a 250, you're whack, you suck, like type of thing. If that's the type of motorcyclist you're hanging out with, then obviously you're not gonna really think much of yourself when you're riding a bike whatsoever, because you don't want to be around those type of people. One of the biggest reasons I like riding by myself is I just don't like, I'm not a big group rider because everyone tries to measure their dick, and it doesn't matter if I'm a YouTuber or if you're a MotoGP racer or if he does track and he doesn't do track. It doesn't matter. Like, there's always just a dick measuring contest, and it's not fun. I'm not a group rider because I just don't like the influence that goes on with other riders. Like, making a guy feel bad about him having a 250, it's shitty, it sucks, it's not cool. Like, why would you do that, you know? Like, in the end, get whatever bike you want. Goddamn Marshall University, oh, I love this place. I hate this place, save me. But like, to give you guys a little explanation, this is where my history class is, in the building right there. Oh, look at that, Kawasaki. That guy's been here since this morning. I don't know what this building is. It's really big though, and I'm not sure what this person is because I'm gonna chop their nuts off. What are you doing? Why do you drive like this? There's not even a parking thing there. I hope you feel stupid. You can't park there. This is where my science class is, right here. Oh God, voice crack. My science class is in this tall ass building. I'm all the way up on the 6th floor too, so it's like, it's literal hell. Oh my God, where did the kid come from? He just popped out. Dude, I swear to God, that guy just shit him out. I think he just shit him out. That was insane. That kid literally, like, I think that kid was laying down and then boom, here he was. Surprise, motherfucker. I see gas is going down though, but yeah, this is like Huntington, guys. This is like the beefy part of Huntington. This is where kind of like all the crime is, and this is where the heroin problem is. Actually, you know what, guys, I haven't told you guys in the video yet. If you have Netflix, do me a favor really quick. Do me a favor, like do me a strong one right now. You actually go on Netflix and you look up a documentary. It's 32 minutes long. It is called Heroin. Like, literally, it's called Heroin. It just got released. It's about Huntington, West Virginia. So this is where I'm at. I am in Huntington. This is where my school is. I live in Huntington. You actually go watch this documentary, you are going to see the streets that you're watching right now in this video. You will see the same exact streets, the same exact roads, everything. You'll see the same ambulances that you see here, and all that stuff. So like, you will see that type of stuff in this documentary. So if you go watch the documentary, you will get to witness what I live in. This is where I live, and it's the truth. And it's very sad. And like I said, it's called Heroin. If you don't understand what it's about at this point, then you're probably slow. actually a Netflix original. Netflix came out into Huntington, West Virginia to record this video and show you guys just kind of how bad it is. We're basically the heroin capital of the country, and you'll see how bad it is. Just go watch it. Do me a favor, guys. Go to Netflix, watch Heroin. It's about Huntington. You are going to literally watch this video, and you are going to see all of the streets I'm literally riding on right now. You're gonna, on all those other streets that you're not seeing, I drive on those every single day. So you'll see kind of where I live at in West Virginia. Not the greatest place in the world, but you know what? It's what you make of it, honestly. Actually, a projects area that got shut down. You can see, like, I mean, look at it. It's completely, it was all projects and it's all shut down. I think I've showed you guys this before in a video, but this is the sketchy areas, man. This is not where you walk around looking like a flight pilot like that guy looked. Go watch the Netflix thing, man. You guys will kind of learn a little bit about where I live, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool seeing, you know, I guess where I live at. I mean, it's, to me, I find it really cool, and I'm me, I guess. I don't know. This is Capitol Hospital. It's like the best hospital in West Virginia. Like, that's not even lying. It really is. It's kind of back to our topic, guys, about the beginner bike thing. I know that's kind of what the video is, but I get kind of sidetracked because I have ADHD. Squirrel! Just understand that there is no actual starter bike, and you can go anywhere between a 125 to a 300 to a 650 if you've never rode before, and understand that it doesn't take a lot to I guess learn. I mean, it's not that difficult, and if you want to start on the 600, I mean, don't let me sit here and tell you otherwise, but what I tell you is what I suggest, and that's why I suggest. The little kid was waving at me. I do nothing but suggest and tell you guys stuff from my experience, and that's all I can do, and that's what I do. I said doo-doo. Guys, so real quick, my GoPro died while we were riding, so it's my fault. My GoPro wasn't fully charged and I couldn't find my other batteries, so video's ending here. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions about a beginner bike, hit me up down in the comments down below. I'm going to try to reply to as many people as I can, or at least favor your comment if you have something, you know, advice. If you guys out there have rode and you want to give advice to anyone down here, go for that as well. But on this note, guys, I'm out of here. I hope you guys like this vlog. I'll see you next Wednesday for another motor vlog. I see you Friday for FanMail and Monday for a hunting / car mod. So I love your faces. You guys take it easy and goodbye.